Well, good morning, folks. Is this the new normal? Hi folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today is a Friday, it's 23 degrees, quite nice, a bit muggy, but today we are off for our first post-lockdown trip, which means we're going to be spending a weekend away, albeit only in Cheltenham, in the Premier Inn, and we're going to TGI Friday. That's our normal routine when we go and see Sue's mum and dad, but nevertheless it's going to be the first time we've stayed away since this whole coronavirus kicked off. So that's going to be an interesting experience. And also the first time we've been in some kind of restaurant since then. So that's what we're going to do this weekend. So why don't you stick around and see how we get on. See you later. Our 2-hour route took us along some scenic roads to our convenient first stop at the Deddington Arms Hotel, which is about halfway to Cheltenham, before heading into the Cotswolds and through some beautiful Cotswold villages and finally ending up in Cheltenham at the Premier Inn. The Deddington Arms Hotel is a favourite stopover for us. 1, because it's exactly halfway to Cheltenham. 2, because it serves great coffee and sandwiches. And 3, because usually you can always find a parking space. Signals behind mine, babe. Sandwich and a coffee later, suitably refreshed, it was time to move on. So that was the Deddington Arms, folks. Good ride, wouldn't it?
It was a great ride. Really good day.
Well, here we are, folks. Friday afternoon, we've made it to Cheltenham, our local stopover, which is, of course, the Premier Inn, followed by later on tonight, TGI Fridays. So let's go and see what the check-in system is now in the coronavirus era. Right, here we go. Premier Inn, Cheltenham. So now we have a one-way queuing system and the receptionist behind a perspex screen.
This is the breakfast bar, nothing so simple. Fruit, orange juice and Velveeta bar.
There's not much bacon and egg then?
No, we love your bacon.
No, there isn't, I'm afraid.
What number are we on?
7.
So, Premier Inn, here we are again. There we go. Room number 7, ground floor. Room with a view overlooking the car park. Excellent. This is it, here we are. Premier Inn, first night at TGI Fridays. So, what was TGI Fridays like? Well, not as busy as usual, as you'd expect. Every other table being used for social distancing. Nobody was allowed to use the bar, waitress service to the table. But other than that, it was okay actually. Although noticeably no staff were wearing masks. Here folks, TGI Fridays, ultimate ribs. Look at that. Jack Daniels sauce, fries, slow, corn on the cob, and of course, bottle of Malbec. Perfect. The next morning our plan was to get up, find a local cafe, grab some breakfast and then head for the local Triumph dealership and have another ride on the Triumph GT Pro. However, it didn't quite work out that way. So, time for breakfast in rainy Cheltenham before we go to the Triumph garage. And we've found a little coffee shop here called Madison's. So this is Madison's, folks. Great coffee shop, good flat white, good breakfast, highly recommended if you're in Cheltenham, just opposite the railway station. I've ridden the Triumph 900 at Wellingborough and enjoyed it so much we wanted to take it out again. So I contacted Performance Triumph in Cheltenham and tried to arrange a test ride on the same basis that we took it out for an hour and we swapped over after half an hour each. Sadly, they weren't forthcoming with that. They said there was some problem with the insurance, so we couldn't go and test ride it both together for some strange reason.
Yeah, I guess I was really disappointed we couldn't both ride, so I decided to pass on the test ride and just ask for the cost of exchange against my 800. It's really strange, he seemed reluctant to value it, saying the availability for the red 900 was February, but eventually agreed to look at the 800 and reminded him that perhaps there might be a cancellation. Now, I've been training for negotiation for some time, but it was the first time anyone has refused to give me a quote until I'd called them with the quote their competition had given me. When I said just give me a best price, I was told no, we don't work like that. Needless to say, Cheltenham will not be getting my order, which is a real shame because the service department have always been excellent.
After our disappointing experience at Triumph, we decided we'd take a scoot out up Cleve Hill to the little village of Winchcombe to pop in and see one of Sue's friends who runs Mercia Fine Art. Winchcombe is an ancient Anglo-Saxon town and was once the capital of Mercia. Located only a mile away is Sudeley Castle, and Sudeley Castle is the only private castle in England to have a queen buried within the grounds. The last of Henry VIII's 6 wives was Catherine Parr, who lived and died at the castle, and she's now buried in the beautiful 15th century church found within the grounds of the castle itself. Saxon town of Winchcombe, and there's the Anglo-Saxon Building Society. Well, good morning folks. Beautiful sunny Sunday morning here in Cheltenham, just outside the Premier Inn. But is this the new normal?